bow, which is where the hat quarry was for the statues. And the hats are right behind me. And these, like some of the statues at Ranawaraku, these are waiting to be transported to the different ahu. And how they put them up there is open to conjecture, but you can see on the sign there how the Park Service looks at it. And in this case, they moved these very easily. We call it parbuckling. If you have a long rope, better if you have two, because if you put them not together, but side by side like this, you can control the direction that the top knot rolls. And what you do is obviously put one down, roll this over on top of the rope, or two down that are parallel to each other, roll this over on it, and then pull the rope up and over the hat, and then pull on those, and you roll this thing on top of rope, and all you have to do is replace it. Very easy to do, and we don't find a separate road for these things. They came down, and when we excavated the main road of the Atamoai, we found red scoria bits, so we know that they used the same road for both the statues and the top knots. Now, getting them up on top is another problem. Joanne Van Tilburg, in her documentary, raised it by a method that Thor Heyerdahl inquired about, prying on stones so that you gradually increase the slope of the statue. Well, what she did was to attach one of these top knots to the statue head to start with, so that statue plus top knot gradually went up like this. And unfortunately, I was able to see some outtakes of this process. In the documentary, they get it to stand up just like that. Freeze frame, please, freeze frame, so it stands there. In the outtakes, they make it just to this, and suddenly the top knot falls off. And that was prevented from being shown to the public because it wasn't quite right, and they didn't have the gumption to do it again. So it kind of is left as a big question mark, frankly. So these things were movable and easy to move, and movable along the roadways. The roadways are consistent, 3.5 meters wide, which would accommodate every single one of these statue top knots as well as the statues. So it's not necessarily controversial. There's still question marks. How fast can you do that? We have never experimented with moving one of these things with ropes and public pulling on the ropes to get it to roll. But this seems to be the only way you could move them easily.
Did the